everything that you've accomplished, have there been obstacles along the way?
That's a loaded question.
And how did you get through those?
Well, obstacle one is in terms of the dancing. As early as 8, 9 years old, I had begun dancing professionally, actually getting paid, and I was dancing with high school and college level performers. So in order to be able to go to the rehearsals, which were usually at night because everybody else was in school or they had jobs or whatever, so we'd only have rehearsals at night, I had to have my brother or my sister accompany me in order to be allowed to do. Well, oftentimes my mother would say no, and so I would sneak out of the house. Now, my bedroom was upstairs, and it was adjacent to, we had a balcony upstairs. And if the family were downstairs watching television, I'd jump off of the balcony onto the hedges below, which would cushion my fall, so that I could sneak out and go to rehearsal. If they were not in the family room, they were each in their own rooms or whatever, then I would actually get to shimmy down one of the posts, which was a little safer. So that was obstacle. That's the kind of, you know, contradiction that I had to face when I was a kid, because my mother was always right in the front row bragging, oh, there goes my daughter, she gets her talent from me. But what nobody knew was that the trouble it took for me to get to there, you know, it was a lot of hassle for that. In terms of all of the other things that I do, the main obstacle is within the acceptance and understanding of what it is I do in terms of the poetry and the spoken word and the singing and what have you. If you're not Alicia Keys or Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle, you know, people who can blow and throw it out like that, people are a little reticent. You know, what do you mean spoken word? What do you mean fusion, R&B, jazz, spoken word fusion? They don't quite understand it. And so the obstacle is in getting people to get past the nomenclature of what singing is or what art, poetry art or spoken word artistry is, and allowing and accepting the open nuance of what it is I bring to the table. It's quite different. It's not exactly, you know, so the number one obstacle in that respect has been the acceptance of what it is I do. The other thing is, like any other artist, sweetheart, let me tell you, money, money, money. It takes money to create what it is we do. You know, people see we artists, whether we're singers, actors, dancers, painters, spoken word artists, they see the end product. They see what we present to them on the stage. What they don't see is the time that you have to sit, take, and write, or the money that it takes to reproduce the art, publishing. You gotta print. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that is the number one obstacle right now today for me, is having the funds to replenish my work. I'm a self-published author, and thank gosh, thank you, God, my work is selling, which means I have to replenish it. I'm the one who's got to pay to have it printed. I don't have a large publishing house to take care of that for me. Publicity, marketing, I've got to be the one to raise the funds to get that done. Even though I have friends who are wonderful and they help me with Facebook and all of these other wonderful social media ways of getting the word out about who I am, it still costs to do that. So that is, I would say right now, the number one obstacle. You know, any benefactors out there, I can do that.
All right, thank you for sharing my story and a little bit about what Denise Cook is. That's it for the interview, but stick around. She's gonna do a little number for us.
The piece that I'm going to do for you is not on my CD, but it is in my book, one of the books, and it was written as a response to a friend who was boo-hooing, crying, woe is me, life is hard, difficult, you know, I'm having problems, you know, everything. And I told her, you need to stop that crying, don't cry. It's called Hush, Pretty Baby. Summertime and the living is easy. The fish are jumping, 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 and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, whoa, and your mama, she's good looking, looks a little something like me. So hush, pretty baby, don't cry. Not unless you intend to wipe away the dirt and strife of your life with your tears. Don't cry for an intangible entity, imagined, felt, yet not really real. Don't cry in the face of adversity. Not if it means shutting down and moving to pause. Don't cry for the issues of others because they will never, ever, ever outweigh your own. No, no, don't cry. Not when you have your love of self and the power of a God within. Don't cry simply because you can choose not to. Don't cry in the face of you, your truth, your past, your present. Don't cry as a child, weak and powerless to the outcome of life's occurrences. Cry like the child who has nothing to fear. Cry as if your tears were the cleansing waters of the fountain of youth. Cry for joy, for love, for happiness, for the glory of life. Cry when all else fails and you need to hear the sound of your suffering in order to gain strength and power from it. Cry from the depth of your soul heart in a way only God understands. Then stop. Stop crying, wipe your weeping eyes, clear your throat, and smile. Hush now. Hold yourself. Embrace the man, woman, and child that you are. Hush now, because you're going to cry again. This is nature's way. So hush, pretty baby, don't you cry. Oh yes, one of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Yes, you will. And you will spread your little wings and you will take to the sky. You will fly high, you will fly high. But until that morning, whoa, ain't nothing gonna harm you. No, 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 no. Not with your mommy and daddy standing by. Yes. So hush, pretty baby. Hold yourselves right now. I want you to embrace the man, woman, and child that you are. Hush now, because you gonna cry again. This is nature's way. So hush, pretty baby.